Who's ready for all MMA action? Anybody? Let's bring him out. First from Los Angeles, would you welcome Daniel Parker.
Walking to the ring now for a 3-round MMA bout in the flyweight division. Making his pro debut is Los Angeles' Daniel Park. He's taking on Randy Sosa, tough Randy Sosa, who's 1-0 from Santa Ana, California. Now, one thing you guys probably know about me, or maybe you don't, the Fight Club OC, I'm sorry, the Fight TV audience, I'm a boxing guy. I love MMA though. I've gotten more and more into it. I dare say I've gotten better at calling it. Curtis will be the judge of that. But this is Curtis's domain. This is where he hangs his hat.
My hat, my belts, hang everything there. Yes, so this is gonna be a great fight. You know, Daniel Park debuting, Randy Sosa, who has a wealth of experience in amateur MMA and as well as kickboxing. This is gonna be a great fight. I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
You know, I like how Park is coming out. Simple, no real pizzazz, all business. Looks like an assassin as he makes his way to the ring.
And that's how it should be. You know, he trains at Systems Training Center in LA. It's a great camp. A lot of great teammates and sparring partners he has there. Terry on Warren, former UFC guys. A lot of guys, solid coaching. This kid is very well prepared to be a professional.
You know, one thing I wanted to ask you, you know, you said great camp, does all that stuff, gets ready for the fight. But there's a big possibility that a lot of these guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong, they have to like work a job or do something around getting ready for this stuff. Like, how do you juggle that as a fighter? How do you juggle working and doing this? And
you know, that's one of the things about being a boxer or an MMA fighter. We don't have the luxury of, you know, coming out of college, signing a multi-million-dollar contract, and being able to do the sport we love at peace and just train and not have to work another job. So, you know, you just gotta find the right things. Work at a gym, work security, work somewhere where you don't have to put too much effort into your job, so you can still have the energy to train.
And do you mean that also in a mental sense too?
Yes, mentally and physically, you have to.
Would you welcome Randy Sosa?
Randy Sosa comes into the ring now. He has a record of 1-0, hails from Santa Ana, California. I want to say he made his pro debut here not too long ago. Certainly seems to have a lot of crowd appreciation in attendance. And once again, welcome to the Fight TV audience. You are watching Fight Club OC live from the hangar at the Orange County Fair and Event Center. Engelbrecht Promotions and Events brings you this show. My name is Evan Jacobs, joined by not just the courteous one, but the capable one, Curtis, the courteous one, Millender. You know, Curtis, you bring up a really interesting point. I never really thought about that, but these guys, when you're coming up and you don't have the luxury of training all the time in the sport that you've chosen, like, the job that you get to pay your bills should be a job that does nothing but enhance your fighting career.
Exactly. My whole, well, a majority of my career, I worked at the UFC gym. I worked at a gym, taught classes, rested at the gym, went and trained. Everything, I was at the gym all the time. If I didn't work at the gym, I worked security. Security guards usually just sit down and chill out all day. Not too much effort.
But man, we're glad to have you there.
Exactly.
But
right.
we're glad to have you when we need you.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight number 2, set of the 3 5-minute rounds of MMA action in the flyweight class. Your referee in charge of the action will be Michael Bell. Introducing first on my right in the blue corner, a freestyle specialist fighting out of Fight Science in 10th Planet Thousand Oaks, wearing the blue and white and black trunks, weighing in at 126.4 pounds. From Los Angeles, making his professional debut, give it up for Daniel Park! And his opponent in the red corner, a striker and grappler fighting out of Team Danger, wearing the black trunks with blue lettering, weighing in at 126.6. From Santa Ana, he brings a perfect record of 1-0. Give it up for Randy Danger Sosa!
Randy Sosa in the black trunks, Daniel Park in the blue and white. And round 1 has begun in this 3-round flyweight bout in the discipline of MMA. If they remain striking, my combat sports acumen will be intact. If it goes to the ground, I will become very quiet and you'll mainly hear curse.
Nice check hook by Park. I like his calmness for a debut. Very calm, eyes wide open.
I noticed that when he was walking out, he just seemed like he was not at all fazed by this pro debut.
Yeah, and that's how that's ideal. That shows that he's in the gym with tough guys. He's fought amateur fights and he's been in this situation before. The only thing different for him right now is it being 5 minutes. That should be the only difference, and getting paid, of course.
It may just be our angle, but Park looks to be much bigger than Randy Sosa.
I just looked at his thighs, and that kid's big. For 125, he's big.
Reminds me a little bit of the junior middleweight, Sebastian Fundora. He sadly lost this past weekend, I want to say, in it's not Commerce, at like Dignity Park. He is 6'5" and weighs 154 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But what got him beat was the fact that rather than use his physical gifts of height and reach, he likes to fight on the inside.
Daniel Park went for an overhand and kind of slipped, and now has his back taken. Doing everything right, though. He's getting that shoulder, that elbow in so he can turn, and now he just has to turn him, and for the most part, he's out of danger. Nice sweep. Really
wow,
nice
Daniel
sweep.
Park really turned that around.
Nice sweep.
If you look at the eyes of Randy Sosa, he seems to be staring at the shoulders of Daniel Park.
His activity has changed a lot. At the first minute and a half of the fight, he was feigning a lot of in and out movements. But that has stopped now.
And surely Daniel Park has had something to do with that. Park in the blue and white, Randy Sosa in the black.
Nice hook kick. It almost looks like Park is trying to set up a spinning attack. He threw a spinning elbow earlier. You can see when he goes more lead foot heavy, he wants to spin or. Nicely. He's timing that takedown.
You really pointed out the calmness of Park, and he seems to be every so often just kind of figuring out, okay, wait, I can do this with Sosa, I can do that with Sosa, I can land, and it's interesting to see in a pro debut.
Yeah. definitely. But I definitely do like seeing it, you know. You know, a fighter, if he comes out this early in his career and he already has that calmness where there's no fear and he can just focus on his technique and his abilities, the sky's the limit. All he has to do is add to it, you know.
Tim, this takes nothing away from what Randy Sosa's doing in there either. Sosa, focused, poised. It's just, at least in this first round, Park looks to be the person who's 1-0, and Sosa seems to look like the guy making his pro debut.
Yes.
Park attempting a spinning back kick, seems to think better of it. And the first round is in the books.
Trying to take it easy. 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fight Club OC, live from the hangar at the Orange County Fair and Event Center. This is presented by Engelbrecht Promotions and Events. My name is Evan Jacobs. Joining me is the capable Curtis, the courteous one, Millender. We are entering the second round of this 3-round flyweight bout in the discipline of MMA between Randy Sosa in the black and Daniel Park in the white.
Nice. Now we're seeing a lot more movement out of Park, a lot of feints. Nice body kick. Now, I was wondering when he was going to start to open up with those kicks. After seeing how big those legs were for a guy his size, I was wondering when he was going to start to open up with those kicks. And just a few kicks that he's thrown already, it already has its effect. Every time he moves that leg, Sosa reacts to it. And that's off of just one kick.
And you're talking about the calf kick?
Yes.
Ah, see?
Good job.
Hey, I sit next to you. I absorb, you know. And what's just crazy, this just sort of seems to be a situation where Sosa, his way in, his way to land punches, his way to go for takedowns, Park's stance and stature has kind of taken that away from it.
Yep. With those knees from the first round, he just do another one. That negates you. That puts that fear of wanting to change levels and take a shot when somebody's flying at you with a knee. And even those leg kicks, throwing those leg kicks, it takes your forward movement away. You can't move forward, you're getting kicked in the leg. But you can't move backward because then you can't defend the leg kick.
Well, you spoke about something in a recent broadcast about you were fighting a guy, he did some calf kicks on you early in the fight, and you were like, okay, I don't know how many more of these I want to be taking. So what do you do in that situation as a fighter? Because
you either A, have to switch stances, or put the pressure, you have to be moving forward. You got to move forward. If you move forward, you can, and not necessarily negate the leg kick, you can still throw them the leg kick, but you can defend it a lot better.
And you also can get them off balance. You can get them out of position to where maybe they'll think.
Yeah, that lead leg of Park is really, really, really good.
What Daniel Park seems to have Randy Sosa doing now is thinking too much in there.
Yeah. No, but you know, he went for the takedown, so you see that his confidence in his game, getting his game, is starting to come back. It's either the confidence in his game or the desperation. He's tired of getting hit because you know he's staying on the outside and he's just getting peppered up. Nice.
Park doing well as he walks down Randy Sosa, and Sosa's game is Sosa's a tough guy. Sosa also has that compact style that's sort of negating Park's ability to really do the damage that he wants to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Styles definitely make fights.
But Sosa's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to, you know, do something, do the opposite of what he's doing right now. As he gets dropped.
Oh, and he gets him with
nice
a straight
right hand.
We're doing some ground and pound right now. Ref taking a close look, and that is it. That is it. As Daniel Park going to 1-0 in his pro debut over Randy Sosa. Right here from the hangar live at the Orange County Fair and Event Center. I'm sure we're going to see a replay. I want to say it was a right hand straight down the middle, dropped Sosa, and then Park jumped on him.
Beautiful right hand. Oh, nice. He led with a lead uppercut to the right, to the straight left actually. And he was not nice with that ground and pound at all. All elbows, no punches.
I don't know if you caught it in there, but in my excitement, I did manage to say ground and pound.
You did.
So,
you did.
You know,
I did catch
calf kick and ground and pound. For MMA, I'm kind of 1-0 tonight.
Two.
Well, thank you, Curtis. I appreciate you. And what a way for Daniel Park to start his pro debut, to start his pro career by taking a second round stoppage, second round knockout of Randy Sosa.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Michael Bell calls us out to the fight. 4 minutes, 2 seconds of the second round. A stoppage due to strikes. Your winner by TKO in his professional debut, Daniel Park! One more time for Randy Sosa. Give it up for him.